What's going on, guys? Just in time for the show. My goodness, we are pushing it to the wire. I'm going to say hi to some people, and then we're going to talk about AC units and pantries and whatever else questions you guys might have. I got a haircut, but I didn't fix it for the show because I'm still working. Floss first in the house. I'll be back later. Susan in the house. Good to see you. Oh, we have crowns. Yes, you do. So far we do. That's right. They kind of go. They come and go. Patricia here, how do you get a crown? It's like a chat thing. So when you type and talk, it gives you a crown. I'll tell you guys what, I cannot help it. It's like a thing for me. I'm talking at like 82 decibels. And that's crazy, 90 decibels. Oh my gosh. I've got this on watching my air conditioner unit, and I know I talk loud all the time because I'm trying to talk to you guys in the state that you're in, and my mic just doesn't always do it for me. Oh, I thought I was late. Be back later. Nah, come back, come back. So the more you type, the higher your crown. I think that's how it goes, and there's only 3 crowns per chat. I think buying a super chat gives you more points. I think so too. Christina's in the house. Good to see you. Rusty is in the house. Surfing Dodo saying hola. I think it's Halo. Is it Halo or Ola? It's Ola. Hot, hot, hot. It definitely is hot. Hi, all. I'm here. Just got a 2019 ProMaster City to convert. I'm so green. I look like a new corn stalk. I love that. Oh, you'll do just fine. Good trying to keep cool. Hi from hot and humid Southern Illinois. It's 90, but feels like 105 this late in the evening. Well, I am right there with you. That's how it was here. And there was no better day to install an air conditioner unit than today. I stopped, work halted. I opened up an email and said it was out for delivery. I told Sean, I said, it's excessive heat warnings here. We're stopping for the day and doing my air conditioner. And honestly, like, I can't think of anybody that would be upset with me over that. It was just so bad. And you guys know I will work late and get caught up. Terry is in the house. Gracie is in the house. Good to see you guys. Nancy Bear, only 92 here in Texas. I need to send you a fan link. Frog Hair Fine is in the house. Hope it's hot out. It is hopping hot out there. It sure is. It 100% is. Clara's in the house. Good to see you, Clara. Saying hi from Kansas. Hi all. I hope you saw Sunday's video. Johnny is working on our transit. Yay. The shopping has begun. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. I hope you were using my Amazon links. Every little bit helps. We have to keep typing to keep the crowns. I don't know. Hi, everyone. I made it to Albuquerque. I'm here in line for Sonic for all of us, and then we're stopping at a motel. I hope you get a cherry slush cream. That is my all-time favorite. That is my favorite. Yes, it is hot enough for me. It is so hot here. It is breaking through a hot, wet sponge outside this afternoon. It is. Gary is in the house from Florida. Thanks for coming in. Brakes are fixed and working well. Amen, amen, amen. Hi, all. Only front in my neck of the woods, 96, but real feel 109. I know. Ooh, I had somebody send me some windows, Van Windows Direct, put them in a crate and sent them here. Sean and I had to pick that thing up and get it into the storage container. And oh my gosh, I feel like my back is back to square one in like 2 minutes walk. Rainey is in the house. Folk of the Forest in the house. Terry is in the house. I think I already said hi to Terry. Mary is in the house. Mary has put her name on the list for a van build. Super exciting. Nancy Roberts in the house. Good to see you, Nancy. Rusty, hi, Terry and Nancy. I am looking forward to 100 this week in Texas. I don't know anybody looking forward to 100 degrees. Hustler saying hello. That's quite the channel name. The haircut looks nice and cool. It is cool. That is the way it's going. That is the way it's going. The hair looks good. It is. I'll tell you what. And it really is so much cooler. Guys, I don't know if you can tell or if you've seen me with long hair. I have thick hair. I just do. And so when they cut it short, they also kind of thin it. That way I have a little bit of body up there and it helps. Mo Bang for your bucks in the house has another review. He just reviewed a fan that looks promising and just did another review. Hello everyone. Chat is frozen, but Johnny is chatting. Not going to refresh. Boo. Gracie, a channel member for 51 months. Woo-wee. Linda Barker in the house. Good to see you. Can't wait to hear about the AC. I am getting scrolling, and then I'm gonna talk about the AC. Daphne the Blind Dog. Good to see you, John. Thanks for coming in. Cindy is in the house. Good to see you, Wandering Meemaw. Hey, Wandering Meemaw, born, raised right up the river in Iowa. There you go. I'm going to try and scroll through. Vicky is in the house. Hi from Western Tennessee. 87 here feels like 104. Now that is a pretty big difference. That's a pretty big difference. I've been concerned about you and Sean in the heat. Let me tell you, friend, we have been muscling through it and got Kurt's bed done. I had Sean cut all the little holes and it's so cool. It's so cool. Kiki in the house. That's a new name. First road trip in my new van. Heading to Florida in Tennessee. Cracker Barrel for the night. Can't wait to get over to see you for windows later on. That would be cool. The honestly, unless it changed, you're not allowed to sleep in your car in Tennessee. So I'm super glad that they're not being real strict about that, because I'll tell you, I've had people get their car knocked on in New Mexico at Cracker Barrel, Tennessee Cracker Barrel. So hopefully they will leave you alone. Of course, I will use your links. OMG, your videos have helped me so much. Awesome. Grab any link, buy whatever you want, and it still counts. Click a link, buy toilet paper. I still get credit. The chat goes so fast. It does. The chat goes fast. The only reason why sometimes it's good to read the chat is if I'm just talking and I don't read the comment or read the question out loud, sometimes it's hard to follow along unless you can see the chat. But most of the times I try to read the question out loud. So we'll see. Debbie Conan is in the house. She is my good friend from right up the road. And she has been babysitting, being the amazing grandma she is. And glad we were all praying for you in the Sunday Zoom for her daughter. Glad to hear she is doing better. Yep. Howdy from the mountains, cooled off. Good to see you, Amor. It was nice putting a name to a face in Annette's live stream the other day in her Zoom, her Patreon Zoom. Hard to believe we'll be wishing for some of this heat in a few months. Absolutely. And I talked about that Sunday in the Zoom, that I honestly do better in the heat than I do in the cold. So I'm not complaining, guys. It is 73 degrees in my van. 46% humidity. I am loving that. It is 86 outside underneath the awning. So I am keeping an eye on this, keeping an eye on the thermometer, keeping an eye on the sound. I actually have it down. I'm going to shut up for just a minute. We'll call that 55 decibels. So I talk at about 90 decibels. My air conditioner is 55 decibels. It's rated at 62. The fan is on 2 lines. It goes up to 5. It's on 2. So it's not a much variance, but Sean and I'm gonna hurry up and catch up. Jay Hayden is in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to say, oops, early send. I don't know how you keep up. Time for the TENS unit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tawanda's in the house. Good to see you, Tawanda. Man, oh man, I was talking about I may go to Oregon the first week of October, and that is going to be so cool. I meant not looking forward to 100 degrees. Absolutely. Captain your life. Is it safe to keep your RV plugged in? Does it damage the house battery? Also, I noticed since it's been plugged in, it's not charging my house battery. Could this be a fuse issue? So RVs are different. I literally do vans. But when you plug in, there should be a switch that like an isolator switch, and you turn it from your 12 volt to shore. Most RVs, I think, have those. You should be able to just move that over. So, but check your fuse block. Check your 12 volt fuse block. If you've got a converter, my converter's got 4 fuses in it. If you blew a fuse on your converter, that will cause issues. So it could be one of those issues. Is it safe to plug in all the time? It depends how long. I mean, I know people that live at RV sites. 100%. There's no way they're going to run off a 12 volt when they're paying for an RV site. So they'll go and stay in an RV site all summer long so that they're on shore power. Turn that isolator switch over to shore power and run it. Never let your battery, 12 volt battery, drain all the way down and stay down. So you still want to keep an eye on your batteries. Like I've got a couple of people that are solely on a converter right now. You still want to keep an eye on your batteries. Do not let them drain to 0 for a significant amount of time. Then you kind of got to jump that BMS system into working again. So I do too, but I always had short hair. Now it's really long at 65. I had long hair for a while and always had it in a ponytail, except on Sundays. So I cut it. Perhaps, but put a QQQ before your question. It makes it easier for me to see. I'll 100% see it. I'll give you an acupuncture treatment for that back while I'm there for those darn windows. Oh, no, and those are windows. Oh, well, you know for a fact that we unscrewed the crates, there's 2 of them in one crate. We pulled them out to make sure that they are, I guess, what you ordered. They're not broken, I can tell you that. I don't know if they're what you ordered, but they're not broken. Guys, we did tie-dyeing. It's not ever coming off. I look like something from the Zombie. It is coming off. You should have seen it Sunday. Nancy is in the house. Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks for coming in. Is it safe? Okay, got that. I already answered that. Humidity is a killer this year. The heat wave is coming east. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am super excited. The humidity in here was like in the 50s when I took my van for a drive after I pulled it out of the shop. We pulled the van in the shop. we used the hoist to put the air conditioner in. I had to run my 12-volt wires because I'm already built out and I didn't want wires in the van if I couldn't help it. And let me tell you guys, the shroud on this thing is like 10 by 14, 10 by 17. So it's like rectangle instead of really big like the Rec Pro ones. So already loving that feature. One of my lights is a little bit covered up, and the other light's about a 5% covered up, but not even going to worry about it. I put the greenery up. You can't even tell. You can't even tell. When it's your own van, you can do what you think works, and that works. It is so amazing, guys. So real quick, this is the Velit, like R2000. Is that the R2000? 2000R. 2000R. And I actually have installed one of these before. I actually have one in my shop that belongs to my sister. And 12 volt has always been something on air conditioners that I really wasn't positive. You know, I really didn't think it was a good option because you gotta have the battery capacity. Well, now I'm using the big 100 amp converters. Now you do lose some. So this is 30 to 68 amps, and if you do the math, which my phone's on the charger, it can draw like 360 all the way up to, I can't remember what it said. It's higher because I'm converting it from 12 volt to 120 volt. Why am I converting it? They're sending me, it's not a Bluetti, it's not a EcoFlow, but it's a 12 volt power bank, and it is designed to power that, which means it can go up to 100 amps, 68 amps at least, and I believe it's 100 amp. So they're sending that to me. It didn't come, so I hooked this one up to a bus bar, hooked the bus bar up to my converter, and I am having air conditioning. It's just so hot. It's just so hot. It's so humid. So I am loving it. Loving it. Loving it. I think the Grands were glad to see me leave. Sometimes Debbie don't, she don't play around now. She was military. Yeah. She was Army, and she is a drill sergeant, corps to corps. Did you put the AC on the roof? Yes, I did. It is a rooftop AC. It is 31 inches by 31 inches. It is 7 inches tall. It is 12 volt, and it comes with the 6 gauge wires that you need, and they are Anderson connectors, so you just connect them. I ran those in my ceiling into a cabinet. Once I got it into the cabinet, then I could hide it, and it's in my garage area where my batteries are. It also comes with a 100 amp fuse. That fuse, it has the 2 wires. They hook up to this battery when it comes, and I will be doing a full review on that battery with this system. This air conditioner, if you were to go buy it, I think is $1,800 plus shipping. I got this and that battery, and it's like right under $3,900, and there will be a full review, including the installation, probably in about a week. I'm already doing all kinds of recording on the numbers, on the temperature changes. Now, why did I go with Velit when I have a company that wants to send me one? This is the 3rd or 4th company I had reach out to me real close together. Velit reached out to me last, but when I signed the contract, I've worked with Velit before. They saw my videos. They saw probably that air conditioner video that I did, and they were like, we want to send you this, we want to send you the battery. And I was like, send it, I'll install it. So when I get the other one, if I get another one, it will go on top of the shipping container, or maybe I'll put it on a Patreon members van. I don't know. It'll go somewhere though, and I'll have to review it wherever it goes. But wondering me, Mom, talking about schoolies. She's always talking about schoolies. What charge controller should I buy for solar in a small camper van? I have two 100-watt panels. Honestly, you could look up Renogy. Renogy is affordable. It is easy to connect and monitor. Bluetooth. Any Victron products are good. You can get some knockoff brand ones. Check the reviews. Honestly, anything like 4.7, 4.8 stars and better with more than 5 reviews, like I would look for 1,000 reviews, and you can get some less expensive ones for a lot cheaper. Could be a fuse, uses up your battery cycles if you keep it plugged in. Check your amperage on your system. If your house is old, it could need a dedicated outlet. So what she is saying is, say your RV is 30 amp and you've got it on a reducer, like a adapter that takes it from 30 amp to 20 amp or 15 amp, you could be overpowering your house shore outlet. But what I felt like maybe she was saying was, she's plugged into shore power, but while she's on shore power, things are working on shore power, but her batteries aren't charging. That's what I thought. But let's get a clarification and go from there. Okay, she's saying thanks. Yeah, check the fuses, check the breakers. Howdy, it's been a hot minute since we've been here. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. I just saw a video. I think you were riding your bike. I think you were riding that square bike. Visiting with friends, I think it was. Let's see here. Stained hands, try toothpaste and see if it helps remove the stains. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. My wife and I are looking right now to buy a van. We're thinking we want to go with a ProMaster 2500 or 35 extended. Which van would you recommend for a van build? Now, obviously the 3500 extended, if you're going to do a full heavy build, is the way to go. If you're part-time, you want a nice build, you're not going to be driving 365 days for, I could easily went with a 2500. I hardly ever get to go anywhere, but I probably have a heavy build. I need to weigh it. But if you're going to go with like cabinets and a big build, I mean, and you can get the 3500, you cannot go wrong with the 3500. So, but again, man, I can't even count all the 2500s I have put full builds in, and they're not having any problem. I would not go a 1500 for full-time van life. I would not go a 1500 for full-time van life unless you're doing an ultralight build. And some people think, oh, I'm going to do 80-20. That is not an ultralight build. So research. We have a mid-roof Ford Transit 250, 148 wheelbase. Perfect for us, absolutely. Any thoughts on vinyl wall? Are you going to put the vinyl over like birch? I did a whole bedroom area in the back of a Transit with vinyl, marine vinyl, over a real thin kind of like headboard, like a padded headboard is what I basically made, and turned out really nice. Now I know that she was going to come down here and have that removed because you can't hang anything on the wall. So if you're just going to do vinyl, like um, kind of like vinyl, like the siding's made out of. Absolutely, no problem at all. Anyone here have a transit low roof? There is quite a few people in the chat probably have a transit low roof. Oh, wait a minute, not mid roof. I don't know anybody with a low roof. I know somebody with a ProMaster low roof. Moto Compacto. That's right. That's what it was. Johnny is correct. So if I turn the house switch on and plug in, could that charge the house batteries? It should. It should charge your house batteries as well. So, but people buy RVs and then tweak them and then sell them. And then somebody gets it and they look at the owner's manual and they think, it says right here I've got a 12-volt charger for when I'm plugged into shore power, and somebody else took it out. So you got to have a charger converter, something that is taking 120-volt power, sending it to convert to 12-volt that is connected to your batteries. That is the only way those house batteries are going to charge, is if they are actually connected to a charging device. And those devices are fused. Mine has 4 40-amp fuses in it. So check those fuses. I'm late but made it. Ampy is in the house. Dina in Wyoming, I have the same van, a 2020. Had it for about 3 months now. Just a temp, no build. Set up for now. Good, perfect. Waiting for this winter to really start. Absolutely. If I've said it once, I've said it 500 times. There is absolutely nothing wrong with living in your van for a while, learning the ins and outs, what you like, what you don't like, and then build it out the way you want it. Look at me. This is 100. This is a 80% complete remodel. Yep. Okay, but is that dangerous? Oh, dangerous. You know, when you're doing a lot of cooking in your van, it's, oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the wrong question. That's the wrong question. Question. Okay, but is that dangerous? Well, you got to figure out why those batteries aren't charging. Are they not charging because they're not hooked up to anything? And if that's the case, see, any RV that has 12-volt should be charging when you're on shore power. Whether or not you have to turn an isolator switch designating power to go to that, you have to check. But if you plug in and they're not charging, I would imagine there was a disconnect. So if you still have power going to your AC current items, my thoughts would be that they would be okay. The AC current items would be okay. Your DC, if your DC batteries are still powering your stuff, but trickling down, you need to get a charger on them. And you can get a NOCO charger at Walmart and charge them that way. It doesn't have to be some big Victron DC to AC converter charger, blah, blah, blah. Just make sure that whatever it's plugged into is a good source and that your connection is a good source. Keep an eye on it. I order from Amazon weekly. I wasn't aware of your link. How do I go through your link? I have links in all my videos. Grab any link you want. Purchase whatever you click that link. It's automatically going to be in my account, my store thing. Order whatever you want. I get credit for it. When you click my link and it takes you to Amazon, you are going to have to key in your username and password. That's how you know if you're in my cookies or not. And if you have to sign in again, then you did it right. And I'll tell you guys, every single Amazon check that I have gotten for like definitely the last 2 months, maybe 3, all of it has gone, except for some doggy treats one time. All of it has gone for purchasing things to give away at my meetup. Power bank, little power bank chargers, LED lights, fire blankets, all kinds of stuff to give away at my meetup. Recovery tracks, a water dispenser. A friend of mine, Dharma, uses this real cute water dispenser on her sink. I bought one of those. I actually bought 2 of them to give away. So, yep, it all goes back into the community as much as I can. I have heard you say that and totally took your advice. Have learned so much already. I love that. I love that. I love helping people because not everybody can wait a year and a half to get their van built out here at the shop and afford it. And they want to do it themselves. They want to put in that elbow grease. If you guys follow, I'm going to get it wrong, Van Go Wonders, she's building out her van and her and her skeleton friends. But yeah, I love getting those videos out there for you guys so that you know what to do, or maybe it'll help you with an idea. I had someone message me about the puck light dimmer switches. Couldn't figure it out, and went to one of my videos and figured it out. So super happy to help. Mine was a DIY that Johnny did a 90% remodel on. What's the difference between the Rec Pro and the Velvet AC? Okay, the Rec Pro that we have been installing here, that particular one is AC current only. It does not work on DC current. And the reason why I have been pushing that one is because our batteries won't. Most of the people that I've done builds for that watch my channel, they've got the Bluetti, the EcoFlow, the Jackery, the Anchor, the Yeti. They've got a power bank. And 12-volt air conditioners don't work on power banks. Why? Because they overamp the power banks. These air conditioners are 30 amp and up. Our power banks DC output 10 amp, 25 amp, 30 amp max. So you just can't do it. What I have been doing on this one and Sean's, mine is temporary, is I put it on a converter. So now I can run a 12-volt air conditioner, which typically has a lower draw. You can put a soft start on a regular AC unit and lower that initial draw. But I can tell you that this one is smaller. It's 31 by 31 by 7, so it's low profile. A lot of them are 9, 11, 13. Some of them are tall. This is pretty lightweight. Price, this one's more expensive. It's more expensive. It's $1,800 compared to $900 to $1,200. So it's a considerable amount different. It does take up less real estate on top of the roof. It looks like I'll be able to get all my solar back on the roof. I wasn't sure about that. So I'm going to have a MaxxAir fan, an air conditioner, and 600 watts of solar. Only because I have 2 small 100-watt panels on both sides of my fan. I did that a long time ago. So differences is one's 120 volt, one's 12 volt, and one runs off of DC current batteries, one runs off 120 volt outlets like in your house. This one, I just have it converted for right now. I will be running it off the battery when it comes. To an extent, I mean, and I will be 100% honest with you guys and them. The battery, if it doesn't work, I'm on shore power. Like 95% of my life, I'm on shore power. So I have no problem going through my 100 amp converter for this air conditioner. So that is the other thing. The Rec Pro, you can get it with the heater option. I think this one can too. And I have to read the manual tonight. I've been working all day, and the remote has a heater on it. So, but it doesn't say that it's got a heating coil in it. But Rec Pro, you can get it with the heating coil. I never recommend running a heater off of AC current. Most people want to be off grid in the winter. Get a Vellet, $699, $700, little 12-volt gasoline heater, and it hardly uses 100 watts, except when it cycles on. So, yep. What is the channel on the side of the ProMaster, just below floor level? What is the channel on the side of the ProMaster, just below floor level? Can those be insulated? Getting ready to install Pioneer. Those are for your weep holes. So vans get a tremendous amount of condensation. That condensation needs a way to get out from those walls, because or else you're going to get mildew trapped in those walls. And that's why I don't use spray foam insulation, and try to use Havelock wool, Thinsulate. It is hydrophobic. The water, it's not going to absorb water. It is going to drain straight out those. Now, when I built out my van, they said don't insulate them. There was just a comment on the ProMaster site probably a month ago. Do you insulate them? Do you not insulate them? No, yes, no. This is what I'm telling you. If you want to put a little bit of insulation in there, use Havelock wool or Thinsulate. It's hydrophobic. You're not going to block the weep holes. Do not put the black side of the Thinsulate down, because that could slow the weep holes down. So I will tell you guys how I'm parked. I have water coming out the side of my van through one of my weep holes. So as soon as I'm done, I got to figure out why would a bunch of it's coming out the front, but I do have some out the side. And so why would that be happening? That's what I got to figure out. So, long story short, long answer. Do not put, if you put insulation in there, like try to keep it like up where your van is. Like even if you have to use some tape or some adhesive, keep it up close to the floor. Those things are deep. So I run my external wires out them. On a ProMaster, when you crawl underneath the van, there are external weep holes, and then you're going to see your seam, and then there's like internal ones. They literally are right by each other. If you're going to pass a wire from your van underneath your van for a ball valve, for a compressor, an air compressor, whatever, maybe you're putting your 12-volt your heater, the whole thing under your van, use the inner weep holes. Use the inner weep holes for that. Yeah, if you don't put a QQQ, I may not see it. Bye, Debbie. I'm sorry I didn't see you leave. She's probably already gone. What is the channel on the side of the Pro? Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Did you ever look into? No, I haven't yet. Aunt B, you just can't imagine. Like, I don't even have a pen. It's just so crazy here. Yeah. Yep. All capital letters is screaming. I don't know if you're trying, like, yeah, just put a QQQ in front of it. Sometimes it's easier to read when it's smaller. Good, Johnny. Glad you're able to keep the solar right. I want to install the Pioneer under bench on the driver's side of the 159-inch ProMaster. Any hints on where to cut the poles? Oh man, I'll tell you what. No, on the ProMaster, I would almost, if I did it again, go right where the spare tire area is. I had somebody took their spare tire out and had a gray tank there. They wanted that gray tank removed and that heater put there. Oh my goodness, that would have been perfect. It would have been the perfect spot right at the very back of the van by where that. I don't think you could do it in front of it because of the muffler area, but the driver's side, the passenger side, you're going to have to cut into one of your supports. Now, watch my video. I did it. You're only cutting about an inch. And I am telling you, there was no compromise in the integrity of that. It is just massive steel under there. And then it goes right into that. That's what I had to do. There is no, yeah. And with the different wheelbases, and until I crawl under somebody's van, I'm not going to tell them where to cut a main support, cut into a main support. I will say there is a very good spot under the back of the van. Get your tire on the back door, and that is perfect. And it's going to save you probably at least 600 milligrams of ibuprofen. Not screaming. Most channels ask us to use caps. I've never had that. I'm sorry. No, you're good. You're good. If you can just put a QQQ and we're good. All right. It is 8:43. I'm going to give a big shout out to my channel members. To my Patreon members, I appreciate the extra that you do for the channel. I know that a lot of you guys are always on my Amazon links. I try to put most of all of this back into the channel. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So I will keep an eye on it, but I was just looking while that was playing. My thermometer says 70 in here, 49% humidity, 84 outside, and it said it's 74. So the cooling mechanism is on real low. So I don't know. This is, not right there by it. So I'm not sure how accurate one of these are, but we'll keep testing it. I know this, it feels nice in here. It is so nice. Annette Ziggy is so cute. She sure is. I watched her videos on the sliding door. Oh, absolutely. That's so cool. I have 2 pups that will be going with my wife and I. Oh, cool. Yeah, you gotta have some kind of climate with the pups. It just, the air conditioners on the vans, they just don't do 159 wheelbase, 21 feet of van. You can put a noggle on the vent and put that by the kennels or by where they're laying, but other than that, you gotta find some climate control. I actually have a friend / client that I built a Ram ProMaster out for her, and she's got the Zero Breeze, and it is in the back of her garage. It is vented out the side of her van. She's got a curtain across her bed area, and when it gets hot, her cat just stays in the bedroom area with that air conditioner blowing in that area. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. And now that I've done, it has been a year, honestly, full of the last 2 years, quite a few units. The more I learn about them, the better advice I can offer. If you found my channel or you watched an old video from 2 years ago, I would have said, don't get an air conditioner. You're barely going to drop your temperature 10 degrees and it's not going to be worth it. Now, I am on shore power, or else it would have drained my battery. 800 watts an hour, your battery would be dead in 5 hours. That's with a great setup. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. The front of my van, see that curtain right there? That completely floor to ceiling blocks off my cab. It gets warm. I guarantee you it's 70 back here. I guarantee you it's 85 up there. That is actually 2 curtains that I sewed together, and it is heavy. It is a beautiful climate control. I can keep it real cool back here. Everybody's talking about Ziggy now. There's 2 ways to lose your show: grandbabies and dogs. Yep. Is he going to be walking when walking you, right? 100 pounds. Oh my gosh. Van life just got a whole lot different. What do you guys think about the noise? Can you hear it? Can you hear it running? Nice. So, is there any reason a Charger 1 could not work with an Anker? This is what you got to do, okay? Because you could make that work. I spit on my screen. A Charger 1 takes power from your alternator, from your battery, wherever you connect it, and brings it back to MC4 connectors. So if your Anker has a DC input for solar that has MC4 connectors, that's your connection. You can connect it. But the Charger 1 has a voltage output. It is defaulted at 26 volts. A lot of these newer batteries can handle 56 volts. You need to look on your Anker paperwork. Go to Amazon, pull it up. I don't care. Find out what the maximum voltage is, and when you set up your Charger 1, make sure you don't overvolt it, or you're going to keep blowing the breaker. It's going to say overvoltage. It has to be, if it can handle 56 volts, set it at 56 volts. 56 volts is the highest that the Charger 1 can go to safely that I know of. Most of them are defaulted to 56 volts. That could be a Bluetti thing. I know that there's people out there that their batteries setups can handle 120 volts probably. But yeah. So easy install, easy to run, easy to troubleshoot. Charger 1 is nice. Otherwise, get a Victron DC to DC charger. It's Bluetooth. You can get like one that charges at 280 watts. You can get one that charges at like 360 watts. You can do a XT90 connection on it. You can do Anderson connection. You can do what's a new one? SAE connecting on it. I just put a Shore solar port in the side of my van. I never have to have a solar cable running through a window, through a door, anywhere again. It comes, I plug it into the side of my van. On the inside, there is a connection. Done deal. Done deal. Of course, somebody could grab my panel and run, but I guess they could have done that before. You forgot food. Did I forget to talk about food today? No sound from AC. It's quiet. I love it. Can't hear anything. I love it. So where I'm sleeping, let's see what that says. I'm going to put it right next to my pillow. $53 decibels. 53 decibels. I'm going to take it. Yep. Can't hear anything except the Mustang outside, right? Isn't that cool? I'm so happy about it. I will tell you guys, outside, it's louder than it is inside. And I find that with the Rec Pro as well. The Rec Pro is exactly the same way. What other one was here? Definitely the Pioneer, louder outside than inside by far. Most of them, I think, probably are. Solar port on your van. Yes, ma'am. Already got it. I ordered that while you were here. Love my soul. Oh, that's who she had it. I bought like 4 of them the same day. Loved it. Let's talk steak. I had chicken today, but I had a steak yesterday. I ate 1.2 pounds of ribeye. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you guys real quick because we got about 7 minutes left. I've been doing, I like Nancy's term, the heavy meat diet as opposed to carnivore diet, because like, my daughter had a wedding thing, and we all went out to dinner. I had a steak sandwich, and it comes with fries. I'm going to eat those French fries. And still no soda, no candy. I had a root beer for the first time in since probably March. Had that the other day, and until I saw the lemonade, then I had lemonade. But at night, I allow myself my ice cream. No can. I haven't had any candy. Have I had any candy? Feel like I had something. I had a s'more not real long ago. And I'm doing good. I feel good. I feel like my joints feel good, except for that minor back injury that I had, mild to moderate back injury I had. I feel good. Trying to stay hydrated, obviously, but I feel like the high protein diet, it works for me, but I still got to figure out how to, it's really a mental thing. I don't know about you guys, but, oh, there you go. Oh, brownie Rice Krispie treats. It's really a mental thing. At the end of the day, I work hard. I work long hours. I feel like it's my reward. I tell myself that it's my reward for working hard, for laboring hard, for not taking breaks. And it's not a good thing to do. Like, it's an excuse to not give that up as well. I just feel like, I don't know. I just I want that little enjoyment at the end of the day. And as long as I know I get that, then I don't do something else. I don't want a candy bar. I don't want popcorn. I don't want, my daughter brought watermelon the other day. I had watermelon. I ate the rest of it today. So every now and then there's those things where it's like I do, but I will tell you, I eat a lot of meat. Like, as far as I mean, I go to the store and 90% of my cart is meat. So it is 100% mental only. And I just like it. Heavy cream egg yolks. Oh my gosh. See, there's certain things like I can't even think about that. Heavy cream and egg yolks to me does not sound like a reward. It has to fill that mental. It has to, because I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll get frustrated and quit. I will. I'll get frustrated and quit. What is an upright fridge with a large freezer about the size of yours that won't break the bank? Everchill. Everchill would probably be about that's quality and not as much as what you would think. I would look up Everchill. That's what I would do. I had a hamburger and onion rings tonight and a lemonade. I didn't hear your favorite until after I ordered. Oh, go back. No. I found a carnivore ice cream recipe I want to try. If it's egg yolks and heavy cream, oh my, heavy cream and egg yolks equals ice cream. How is that a thing? If that's a thing, then I can eat my ice cream. If that's the thing, a spoon of cream cheese is a good high fat reward. Yeah, I don't like cream cheese. I don't think I like cream cheese. It's got a, not that I know of. I've never, like, you get bagels. I used to eat my bagels plain. No butter, nothing. I just eat them plain, just dry. I know there's so many. There's probably, I guarantee you, there's probably some kind of dessert out there that's carnivore that I can probably eat. And it's going to feel like not a treat. I just know it. But it is. I mean, I am maintaining. I am maintaining. And the other day when I weighed, I was just I try to stay within the same, around the same weight or drop. And we did, I can't remember who was here. Me and Terry went to lunch at Sugar Fire, got a bunch of protein, but you get two sides, and I ordered two sides. And then Sean and I were doing tie dye, and I ordered him pizza. So I had like a cheat day, and the scale was up. So then I fasted longer the next day, and then ate the protein. Look up paleo ice cream. I have looked up some ice creams. I have done some ice creams, and I'll tell you, when I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's supposed to be healthy, it absolutely was not healthy. I brought it home, and I should have looked at the label at the store. I just grabbed it because I thought someone said Halo ice cream was healthy. It is not healthy. If in Oregon, October 16th, George will be at the coast and can take you too. Oh, done. If in Oregon, October 16th, will be at the coast. And you can pick me up at the airport? Pick me up at the airport, you and Robin? Any thoughts on Velvet Underbench unit? I think it's going to be a win. I think I actually saw just some of the specs on it today. Was looking at it when I was looking at mine, and I think it's going to be a win as well. If you're wanting to go with that to save on your rooftop solar, but honestly, I would probably need to look it up and give you a better answer. Then I think it's going to be okay. But and come next Tuesday, because I'm going to have all kinds of updates for you guys. I should have 100% what I think, because I should have the battery by then and everything. So airport to coast and back. Oh, done. October 16th. That's my sister's birthday. October 16th through the 21st. Done. I need a vacation so bad. I will be there. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, because my daughter's birthday is the 23rd. I am totally coming. I am totally coming. They label things to make them look healthy. Got to read labels all the time. Absolutely. That is 100%. That is 100%. So yeah, 100% you have to read those labels, because you hear of things that, oh, that's supposed to be good, and you get it back and it's like, you should have just ate the other thing because it's got additives in it that you don't want. So keep us posted. I'll give you my flight information here in just a little bit. I feel like oh my gosh, I'll sleep in a tent outside. Yep, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. I've got nothing in October that can't be frozen for 5 days. If I fly in on the heck, I'll fly in on the 15th and go to a hotel, and you guys can pick me up whenever you want. That way you're not waiting on a delayed flight or a late flight and you guys can do the same, drop me off. I'll stay at a hotel that day, fly home whenever. We no problem. Would be in ice cream heaven. Where am I going to be in ice cream heaven? Oh, I may be in ice cream heaven. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock, and guys, I'm telling you, I am building a pull-out pantry. I am doing all kinds of window trim out, a second bed that actually elevates in this week's video. If you guys are new to the channel, I know there's a lot of new names here all the time. Subscribe, follow along, check those videos out, because a lot of cool stuff goes on here at the shop. A lot of cool stuff. Tillamook Ice Cream Factory. I gotta go. Y'all gonna make me want to eat ice cream as soon as I get done. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending your hour with me. Take care. We'll keep you guys posted on the air conditioning. Be safe out there. Be safe. Make smart choices.